think of a lullaby as y'all fall asleep. How about that?
You can look at the map in important notes.
Ooh. That is a map.
That is a map. And
You are currently on the right end of the middle island. There's a small house in the forest. Looks almost elvish in design.
I don't know what you mean by elvish, but the middle map, right?
Middle island.
Oh, did you just bring it up in Owlbear?
If you look at important notes,
Oh, yeah, okay, that one there. Okay, that's the one I'm looking at.
That is
that's
the skeleton
where we are.
Where you are currently, yes.
And the two towns?
I don't know what they're called. I was just told to give you the map with the eye.
Yeah, we don't have a name. We don't even know that little village is going to be on this map.
Do we have any idea where we were before we were in this room?
Well, we went to the skeleton house, which was protected by the tree.
Is that this?
That is this house, yes.
Okay. I wasn't sure if we were teleported somewhere else because, weird hallway.
Dimension thing.
Mm-hmm.
Now, you said don't visit the dark areas. I don't see any dark areas on here.
All the way on the right.
The mountain.
Oh, you mean you mean the mountainous volcano range?
Yes.
I don't see any resorts there or anything, so I don't know why we'd want to go.
I have a feeling we might need to go at some point.
But from personal experience, I recommend not going.
Well, I am willing to take your advice on that.
I had trouble staying there.
Those two next to the house are towns, correct? This is more like meta gaming here.
Yes, they are.
Do you know if one of those are the towns that we came from?
Y'all came from the riverbend, right?
Maybe?
Because if you guys came from Riverbend, it's in the middle of the big island.
Church of the Overworld, is that where...
You guys spawned in.
Sorry?
That's where you guys started. That's your house and stuff.
That's where we started. Okay. So then we went to Riverbend, and then we came over here. So we missed two towns on the way.
So you guys all started here. You went to the Riverbend.
All right. There we go.
There,
yeah.
I was told that you guys went to a cabin here in the mountains before going to House Voltage.
And then that there would be the spider dungeon inside the thing.
Mm-hmm. And then you came back from there to presumably Riverbend. And then from there you went over to the Skeleton Manor here.
Well, no, we went to the village first.
That's Riverbend.
Oh, Riverbend. Okay, got it.
I don't think we went back to Riverbend from Hell's Passage.
No, I don't think.
We didn't go to Riverbend before Hell's Passage. We went from our original home.
I was not given clear instructions on where.
No, this is a year and a half ago as well, right?
Okay, we started near a pond or lake or something.
Yeah, the Church of the Overworld. Well, I think what we got to take from this is we haven't visited those two villages next to where we are currently.
When we started, we had not seen the church. We were close to it, though.
That cave below the church, would that be our original house?
Most likely.
And we went from our cave to the house in the mountains, and then to the spider dungeon. We came back to the cave.
Back to your home cave?
Then we went to...
No, we've never been back home.
Cave. After we went to the spider dungeon, we went back home. And then we went...
No. We went to the priestess's place.
Then we went to the priestess at the church.
Which is probably the church, yeah. So we never went back home. We went back to the church.
We did go home after.
Probably just stopped behind that there.
Yeah, at least short.
So then you guys came here. Where did you go after that?
Then we went to the village of
No, we went and fought the wolves in the forest. We went through the really annoying...
That was
after the village.
That was an adventure.
That was after the village.
From the village.
Yeah.
So you guys went to the village, and then
Then we fought the bandits, which is probably that tower.
From the village, we did the fight against the druid and got the wolves freed. And then we did the bandit fight.
Yeah. We didn't go back to the village after the bandit fight. We went right to the
we did not go back
place.
to the village after the bandit fight, right. Krikar went back to the village after the bandit fight. We started on our way and he caught up.
Yeah.
We went to the mansion. In front of the mansion, we fought the tree, and then we went into the mansion.
Long story short, you have not been here. Or here.
I think that's our takeaway here.
If it's unnamed, you haven't been there, or you just got there.
That sounds about right. Okay, no, that's good to know.
And I will update the map as you get to more locations.
Well, you could title the one that we're at right now the House of Bones, because that's what it was originally told us.
That's what the original.
It was something along that line for sure.
That's what we were originally told. Yes.
So, as far as I'm concerned, we've got two things we can do. We can go to one of these two villages, or we can finish clearing out the top level and maybe look through all the loot, which probably isn't as good as it was when Morbid was DMing. I'm making an assumption here. No, because I think Morbid had way too good loot in those chests, because I am totally kitted out.
You gave us one option. You said there's two options.
No, I said two. We can go to the villages, or we can go clear out the top level.
What about mining?
I don't see a mine around here, so you're probably a little bit out of luck.
We can dig in the ground.
Well,
we can mine the chests up above.
Oh, goodness gracious.
We do need to work our way back to the church at some point.
Why?
I may have left some things behind.
Oh.
Why?
Well, yes. Inventory space is a thing, and it was a bit tight.
Did you leave anything important behind?
Well, there was a pile of papers. They kind of in a binding.
That sounds very important.
And I was going to say, it sounds like something you could have easily kept.
I also left behind a shovel and a sword. Those I don't need.
We're probably supposed to stay on this island until we cover up the two towns. I guess three towns. There's one up in the top corner there.
There's one farther along, yes. And a mine way up there.
Mm-hmm. I like that mine. Mines might have other things in them, though, besides just diamonds.
Yeah, but...
So, Terran, you like underground or something?
I like diamonds. I like shiny things.
Yeah, wait a minute. This is not your miner guy. This is your water and assassin whatever guy
who likes not dying and would really like to have a diamond armor.
I don't know if diamond armor is really a thing.
It totally is a thing. Why wouldn't it be a thing? This is Minecraft.
You know what? we just fought a guy who can regenerate from a
modded Minecraft, but still Minecraft.
I don't know. I tried that and it didn't work. So, with your obvious knowledge of the land and this Ender Dragon and that, where would you suggest our next step be?
Towards the next eye.
Okay.
Is that somewhere particular on this map? Or have we previously been told something that I'm sure I recall, but I feel like somebody should refresh everybody else's memory. So, should we vote? Do we clear up the upstairs or do we move on? I'm assuming we want a long rest first.
I would not regenerated. If you want more loot, we go upstairs.
You guys are more than welcome to take a long rest in this room. Malice has zero intention of harming you any further.
We appreciate that, Malice. I trust this guy.
Only because you took his weapons.
And I kept my promise.
He did, 100%.
Malice is capable of coming back to life at least 7 more times, as far as you know.
Yeah, well, it could have been his last. We don't know that, but I'm not willing to take that particular risk.
And has several other teeth in his mouth that do unknown things.
They chew food?
that, and also they also have magical properties.
I'm
Right.
just here to help out Peter and Harmon, so where they go,
Let's
I
agree-
go.
Let's agree. I'm sure everybody wants a long rest. I know Harmon doesn't need one.
Harmon can watch.
I do not need another.
Harmon, you can have a nice long chat with Malice.
I have some.
I'll sing you a lullaby as y'all fall asleep. How about that?
I have some magic weapons to inspect.
While you're
Can you
sleeping?
do that?
Well, it's part of the long rest, right? Long rest is not necessarily sleeping. It's you can only
you
do.
can just sit around and relax for time, and that's still.
I'm just gonna pop up on one of the toadstools and start playing his flute.
That's fair.
Do I need you want a performance check for that?
If you want to, if it's a performance.
That's gonna be a 14.
It's a decently good performance. It's not the best you've ever heard, but it's pretty good.
So long rest.
Long rest, and then whatever you guys decide to do after.
Could I research both of these weapons or only one?
I believe researching is just an hour, isn't it?
It was something like that, I think.
Yeah, you can research them both then.
Okay. What do I discern from as I toss the dagger in the air and catch it and swing the rapier around?
I need to find the dagger because it has been a long time since I've had it.
It's been a long time.
Okay, I'm gonna just sit in this corner and meditate for 4 hours.
I'm petting Spooderbird's head.
So the dagger is a vicious dagger,
Ooh, I like the sound of that.
which when you roll a critical hit, the target takes an extra 7 damage.
Very, very nice. 7 on top of the doubled, or
Yeah, it's an additional 7. So it does the crit damage, and then there's an additional 7 after. And then the rapier is...
the dagger's not considered a magic weapon though, like as when it comes to dealing magic damage.
No.
Okay.
And then the other rapier you have, or the rapier that you have, is a rapier of wounding, which hit points lost to this weapon's damage can only be regained through short or long rests.
Wow.
Oh,
It can't be healed by magic, regeneration, or anything. So if you hurt something with that rapier, that's it. That damage is permanent.
very interesting. And all the damage is permanent, or just part of the damage is permanent?
All of the damage from that rapier, until they take a long rest or short rest.
I'm probably the only one that would get benefit out of a dagger. Not that I've really been fighting with one.
Technically, I have a proficiency on a dagger.
You have a proficiency in the dagger. Well, it's just a simple weapon, though.
You can have proficiency in a specific weapon or in a class of weapons.
Okay. Would you use the dagger?
Probably would. It would help me do 2-weapon fighting.
Okay. Well, if you want the dagger, I can take that rapier. It would be nice to... I could get a lot of sneak attack damage, like permanent sneak attack damage on a creature.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah? Because if I had the dagger, I would probably use it as a offhand weapon, which means I probably wouldn't be... Well, if you want the dagger, you can take that dagger.
I will take the dagger.
Okay. I will take the rapier of wounding. Because my other rapier has mysteriously disappeared. I'm in need of a second weapon.
Oh yeah, ruins. I remember the ruins. No, we saw ruins on the way to the church.
Okay, now that rings more of a bell.
Yeah,
I was sure that we had encountered them early on.
we crossed the bridge, we saw the ruins, and followed the path.
Did I give somebody the longbow +2?
Not I.
Not I.
I know I tried to give it away, but I don't think anybody took it. Because I don't think anybody can do longbow, right?
I mean,
Well, we had that discussion that a longbow
I did
becomes
not take it.
shorter for shorter people.
Oh, it's not so much that.
But
it was the...
it
I
would
don't think
still
I have,
anybody...
be a long
arrows,
deal.
I have arrows +1.
and a
Yeah,
short
I've
bow.
got arrows, but I mean, I've got a longbow +2 that I don't have that proficiency. And I thought we talked about it, but I don't think anybody else had a longbow proficiency.
I have a martial weapons and simple weapons proficiency, which I believe includes longbows.
Oh, Then I could use it. 1 second. No, I don't think so because I tested it.